This looks a little fishy. Well, it's a Castlevania game, so who can complain? Hello, this is Stone of Triumph, and we're going to be taking on Castlevania the Lecarde Chronicles 2. Why I'm not doing the first game? Because I'm terrible at classic Castlevania games.
1781. Outskirts of Rome. 5 years after his great victory over the evil von Wiltheim family, Ephraim Lecarde, a knight of the church, has been summoned by the Pope. He must look into reports of troubling events in France. Ephraim is about to enter the worst nightmare imaginable.
Okay, so Castlevania Lecarde Chronicles 2 is a fan game by Mig, who's been doing fan games of lots of things for a while. He even has a Golvelius fan game of all things. And this is his first real crack at the whole Metroidvania thing, and we are now in the tutorial area. Oh, my mistake. This is his second crack at it. It's just that his first one has maybe not aged the best, but this is actually really good. Which is why I'm doing this for my channel. So we saw the intro and we heard Robert Belgrade. And this game plays kind of like a weird little fusion between Castlevania 2 and Castlevania Symphony. And in fact, it's more Metroid than Metroidvania because there's no experience levels or anything like that. Your capabilities are determined entirely by the gear that you buy and the items you discover in the game world. Oh yeah, we got cash. And cash is our primary purchasing currency. But don't worry, there is something we will have to buy with hearts. And here's our tutorial boss. Hi, boss. Bye, boss. And the voice acting in this game is very much in the 90s over-the-top everything sort of vein.
Welcome to this dead place. I am glad I see you have earned the power of the late von Wiltheim family. Unfortunately, that will not be enough to win this time. The demons you face will be much more powerful. But a warrior with your power should have no need for such a fine weapon. Do you not agree? Your weapon will await you in France. Travel there if you dare. We will meet again.
Death really needs a better hobby. Thankfully we have a backup sword, which we're going to want to upgrade as soon as possible. But at least we managed to carry a spare weapon, unlike certain half-vampires we might care to name like Alucard. And that's me forgetting that lamp contained a dagger. Oh well. So we have special abilities beyond sub-weapons, and we have two sets. Holy abilities, which are basically attack spells, and the von Wiltheim powers, which are support and buffs like this. This buffs our attack, and we lose it when we get hit. And there we go, immediately getting hit. Yeah, this isn't an exactly animated boss, but it's a statue. What do you want? it's really nothing that can bother us too much. And down she goes. Sorry, Medusa, you will always remain easy. Oh yeah, double shot is a relic in this game. In fact, all of the multi-shot stuff is. But I'm gonna grab some more hearts.
After vanquishing the evil looming over Rome, Ephraim Lecarde journeyed to France. Darkness has engulfed the Duchy of Guillercourt. Common people speak of day turning into night, and about inhuman creatures lurking in the shadows. Terror has found a home in their hearts, where faith once lived. One night, during his journey, a vision materialized before Ephraim's eyes. A damsel, overtaken by sorrow, asked for his help, vanishing into the night just as suddenly as she had appeared. Who could she be? Does she know anything about the misery of the populace? The Duchy of Guillercourt is formed by 3 earldoms, Servigny, La Tourve, and Alberet. After many days and nights, Ephraim reached Servigny, where the most important mission of his life was about to begin.
Okay, now we're in the actual meat of the game. This game, for a large part of it, has the same sort of town wilderness dungeon dynamic that Castlevania 2 does. And villagers give information of varying use. They're still more helpful than in Castlevania 2. I guess Wallachian peasants are just more contentious than the French ones. Note, don't go too far east from here. Yeah, we're gonna have to go there. Like, pretty much everywhere. Okay, there are 3 kinds of shops. We saw the potion shop. This is the sub-weapon shop, where you can pay a bit of money to automatically change your sub-weapon instead of relying on sub-weapon candles. You can't actually rest at inns. You heal at save statues. And we're gonna have to go there too. Anytime anyone mentions any location, we're gonna have to go there. That's just the way Castlevania works, I guess. Okay, we can't get that yet because we can't fit into low spaces. Oh, there's a ferryman, is there? Yeah, some candles drop healing food. Wall turkey is in full effect. And this is the 3rd kind of shop, the equipment shop. We're going to want the bronze armor as soon as possible. This guy says that the first thing to do in this town is buy a broadsword. But the armor is more useful to me because enemy attack strength is low enough that it can be reduced to no bother at all by equipping better armor. Also, spikes have specific attack values depending on what region of the duchy you're in. It's just that in this case, having armor will reduce the damage from, say, 7 to 2, instead of, say, later in the game, where it will reduce damage from, say, 150 to 100. And we're almost at armor buying time already. Birds are jerks, but not as much jerks as they could be. Oh hey, rare gold drop. Because, you see, you only get knocked back from hits if you're jumping or otherwise in the air. However, if you're standing on the ground, you'll just be temporarily stunned. So it's a lot more merciful than other classic Castlevanias in that way. Yeah, classical Castlevanias. Castlevania as created by Mozart. Speaking of music, there are a ton of remixes in this game, including stuff from Castlevania The Adventure, for some reason. A lot of these remixes were provided by other people, but it's a pretty solid selection of Castlevania musics. And yes, Bloody Tears is in here a bit. Of course it would be. We can't avoid it. So we're going to go to that inn that they said we shouldn't go to, because there's obviously something we need in there. And, you know, luck permitting, we'll have enough money to pick up that broadsword by the time we get back. There we go. The thing is, because there's no experience and no levels, it's pretty pointless to kill monsters for reasons other than the money drops. So there is a bit of grinding in this game, but not really a huge amount. We're almost at the 120 we need for the broadsword already. And in general, you can get away with just going forward and doing whatever. The money will come to you. Okay. Certain sub-weapons require 2 hearts, and the ones you really want to have tend to require 3, like the Holy Cross and the Holy Water and all that. Okay, these orbs, they increase the number of powers you have available for Von Veltheim and Holy Powers, and that was a Holy Orb, which means we can use the second level Holy Power. The damage done by sub-weapons and Holy Powers is based off of your basic attack power as determined by your equipment and, well, your equipment in this game. Daggers do damage based on half of your attack power, and axes and the Holy Cross do damage based on your full attack power. It's a pretty simple system, really, so sub-weapons are always useful. So we got everything we could, and it said that the Sacred Fire will light the way. So let's just go back and see about that. Birds are still jerks. And I accidentally hit the up thing and went back in. That's the problem with an Xbox D-pad. I've been hurt really bad by that little feature in this game more than once. Okay, so we're just going to be heading back to town. Yeah, some sprites are based off of Castlevania stuff, but there's actually still quite a bit of original stuff hanging around here. A lot of work went into the design of this game. The thing about Castlevania fan games is that they can be kind of a mixed bag. I played some ones that I never really gave a second thought to, but the Lecarde Chronicles games are a real big exception. Even though Lecarde Chronicles 1 is a bit too hard for me, I still appreciate everything that went into it. So we're going to switch to Holy Powers? Holly Powers, right. The power of horrible, horrible leaves that poke through every kind of clothing. And there's the Sacred Fire statue. Let's throw some fire at it. Okay, that should be a good introduction, and next time we'll be moving on in Castlevania Lecarde Chronicles.